Nimbus, the space gate to Dark World is charged up and now open. Welcome back, Twitch, YouTube. It's your boy KDZ bringing you guys another market watch. And again, guys, the reason why we do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games, and I want to continue to build a community that has the same love and passion for admiring all those gorgeous floor windows as I do. And with that, let's get into it. Yeah, guys, we got today is no tomorrow is officially going to be the last day of us covering the 2023 Mega Tens every day for the first 2 weeks of its release. Even though we missed about 3 days in the second week, I got to own up to that one. The prices were holding steady throughout the most of the days that we saw it the second week, but we have to own up that we did miss 3 days. And of course, guys, we always doing these market watches outside, alive, with the light, shooting alive with you guys. So you can always hear the birds and the bees and the wind blowing in the background. I'm getting the most majestic sunlight shining down on me, like always, guys. You know, around that 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we get the sunlight casting this golden glow down on the green leaves of the trees, and their silhouettes just shining in the sunlight. It's as the as the collector would say, magnificent, like always. Um, but also, we also got a new Pokemon drop. We got a new Pokemon drop. We got Pokemon 151, which people were really excited about. It's another subset, extremely similar to Shining Fates, Pokemon Shining Fates out of Sword and Shield. But let's go ahead and slide over to 151. Pokemon 151. Not all of the products are released, guys. Some like this 151 Premium Collection case, the Ultra Premium Collection. It doesn't drop. It hasn't dropped just yet, but the initial 151 ETBs, they MSRP for $50. They right here at $50, 46 listings as well as 49.79, market price 49.21. Not as attractive as the Shining Fates and the Hidden Fates, where you got the Shining Pokemon, or even Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith, this is like a Pokemon Go set, particularly with all the hype with the focus on the first 151, which is dope. You see, you got some special illustration rares here for Charizard EX holding 36 listings, 103, as low as Zapdos EX. The interesting thing about the Zapdos EX special illustration rare is that it also has Moltres and Articuno in the lure window. Full art. It looks epic. This was the one I caught myself pulling off to the side, and it has the lowest listings out of the top four in terms of the illustration rares. Even though Alakazam's special illustration rare has 8 listings as low as 38.75, market price 27.79. It looks like it was targeted. But yeah, the Zapdos EX 19 listings as low as 45.97, market price 46.62. Then Blastoise EX underwater full art lure window, 25 listings, as low as 38.30 and market price 39.70 with Venusaur EX. 27 listings as low as 36.04, market price 36.99. You can't really get a good peek into the lure window of some of these special illustration rares with the font on TCG player. Let's see. Let me go ahead and try to zoom in real quick. Look at this Alakazam. Alakazam sitting in a room in a house, a messy room at that. They did say Alakazam had like an extremely high IQ, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually constructing stuff here itself. I think some of the earlier Pokédex entries said that Alakazam's IQ was over 200, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that Zapdos EX, that's something that's a lure window I peered into, and I may have to take a deep dive on. But then you got cards like Mew EX here, Gold Secret Rare full art around the $30 price point. Of course, Mew is the one that rounds out the first 151. Dragonair illustration rare. 17 listings gold, 1743, market price 1290. Do they not have one? Do they not have all 151 Pokemon in this set? They better have all 151 Pokemon in this set, bruh. But that would be interesting that we got a Dragonair special illustration rare and not one for Dragonite. That is nice though. That looks like that water city. What's it called? It was the city that was in um, um, the fifth movie. The movie with Latios and Latios, they were in a water city. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that's what this little window reminds me of. And I wonder if this is the city that they drew Dragonair in. Let's do A to Z and see what we get. Got the fossils. We got the antique old amber. Look at that little window. Nice. Alexander EX with three printings. Charbak. Arbok right here. Bill's transfer. Bill with his full art. In the office mode, Blastoise with three listings. Bulbasaur, Butterfree, Caterpie, Chansey, Charizard, Charmander, Double Charmander, Double Charmeleon, Clefairy. There's Dragonite. No, Dragonite does not get a special illustration rare. Dragonair is the one that comes out on top of the special illustration rare this time. Giovanni's Charisma with three printings. He gets a special illustration rare. Gyarados, they gave just one printing, surprisingly. Jinx with the full art. It's been a while since we've seen Jinx. That's nice. Kangaskhan with the full art. The leftovers, nice. Machamp. Look at this Machoke illustration rare. Let's zoom in on this. Gave us the cross section of the moving Machokes. That's dope. That's dope. Mewtwo, Mr. Mimes, Cluttered in the Sunset. Nidoking, nice. I love Nidoking with the illustration rare. Always one of my favorite first 151 Pokemon. Nidoking is a beast as well. Ammonite with the illustration rare? Not Star, Ammonite? Whirl. That's really nice. They use quite a few illustration rares on Pokemon underwater. Psyduck over here, coming down a huge flight of stairs. Squirtle. That's nice. That's a really nice little window with the Squirtle there. Tangler with the illustration rare. Venusaur. War Turtle, another one with the water. They were having a field day with these water illustration rares, and then Zapdos to round it off at the end. So not bad, but I can understand why the ETBs are not like, you know, hyperinflated in price, even though the inflation in the economy is real right now. Giovanni's charisma, always one of my favorite characters in Pokemon. Big Boss Man, love Team Rocket, love Giovanni, the 8th gym leader, the strongest in the region. Dope. And then here he is with Persian, chilling with the Master Ball in the back. Dope. What is the $12 on this? That's nice, guys. That's nicely priced. This little window is dope. When you're looking out the window, I wouldn't mind that. That actually makes me want to go back and play like Fire Red and Leaf Green just so I can play the story and battle against Giovanni again. Best iteration of the Kanto region, in my opinion, Fire Red and Leaf Green. But then, of course, we got the tabs wide open again. We can't even see what we're looking at. Then the 2021 10 of Ancient Battles, guys, 92.98. But guys, for a case, we're talking about getting 12 tens, guys, for $100. The MSRP, you're only going to get five for 100. You're getting 12. You're getting 12. And you could still in this set, even though Triple Tactics is getting the um, 25th Rarity Anniversary Collection reprint, guys. So this Ultra Rare is not going to be holding 1840. It's just nine. And so is Zeus. Those is definitely going to hit the fan hard. You still got Dogmatica stuff in here, Tri Brigade stuff in here, and Virtual World stuff in here. Some stuff that only has two printings in here, like Maximus, Idash Revolution, cards that could go up over time, Shadow Schism. What was the other one? Ice Dragon's Prison, yeah, right here. 168 listings as well, 70 cents, market price 99 cents. And these are extremely stonkish. This is a set I really haven't heard anybody talk about, but a lot of these cards have, or themes for that matter, have not been hit on the ban list. Thus, still making them viable, at three and to be abused. And like I said again, guys, we're just playing Master Duel. A lot of these decks, guys, a lot of these things, like the base power of Yu-Gi-Oh has shifted to something great, guys. I'm talking, like I said, uh, the most basic of decks can in a duel in 2 turns now. The most simple of decks. Like the possibilities are endless. I really do believe like if you practice enough with a deck, if you build that connection enough with a deck to the point to where you know how to pilot it under 99.9% of situations, or at least 99.9% of the situations that you may or may not be presented with in the meta, which is tough though, because I say this about decks. So you go to a bigger tournament, you're going to see decks of all types, especially in the early rounds. And then like just being ready to pivot on a dime, you're going to need to put in the work. But that's why I feel like Master Duel is just the ultimate playground for duelists right now. Hold on. What's going on, baby? Th- 3 more times. What percentage is it at? Well, you're just going to have to not use it as much right now. Then you got like things like the Phantom Knights and Torn Scales right here, and then we go into it. Even though you do a deeper dive with Phantom Knights and Torn Scales, you see um, it has multiple printings, much more high rarity than this. Gravedigger's Trap This is a really powerful card, a good staple-ish card. I wonder where its original print is running. And Animadorn just got its just Salvation. This is actually a really good card for Dark Magician. Really good card. This card actually has me interested in building Dark Magician and taking it to my locals here soon. Um, Having a lot of fun playing it in Master Duel, and as well as Guide the Magical Knight of Dragons. This is a deck that I plan on building here soon in Master Duel, that I'm particularly interested in as well. Um, but then you got match ready versions of cards like Virtual World Mayhem and Lulu, which like Virtual World outside of the True King of All Calamities being limited, excuse me, being banned. Um, I feel like Virtual World will still have a lot of potential because nothing else on Virtual World has been hit. And these are secret rare versions of these cards. Like this set is the fallout is real, but amazingly priced all the way around. Now we do a reverse engineer to do a deeper dive on torn scale. See, it only has one other base printing, which is the 68 listings as well as $3 market price $3.98 for the secret rare coming out of Phantom Rage. But then when we reverse engineer this, go back into Phantom Rage, and we see the Starlight rare, 39 listings go in, 39 listings as low as a 74.88, but that's not accurate. Market price 121.42, and we come down here. That 74.88 one is damaged, but near mint first sales are starting at $109.94. And they're holding steady around that $110 price point. We're looking at about $200 to $300. Phantom Rage booster boxes, 19 listings as well as 56.95 for first edition. We're gonna do the base price for a Starlight Rare out of the set. We're gonna go with we'll use uh, we'll use we'll use $60 the base price. So we're looking at 600, 1200, 240, 1440 is the base price for a Starlight Rare out of the set. That's what it would cost to pull one at random. It's 1,440 bucks. The Phantom Knights and Torn Scales, you can get a play set for about 330. So you can get almost three play sets of the Phantom Knights and Torn Scales for the price of what it would cost to pull one at random. So that's an amazing deal. And Zeus, even you can get four copies of Zeus for the price of what it would cost to pull one. But Zeus has the potential to even go down even more with the 25th rarity anniversary collection coming out, and then getting four extra rarity printings in there. Even though it already has a QCSR, it's going to get another one. It has a QCSR. It has, excuse me, an ultimate rare, and it has its original print secret right here, 32 listings as low as 16.99 market price, 18.15 still with an extremely high demand. There's less secret rares in the market than there are Starlight rares. But like I said, the thing about the Starlight Rares, you got market price 403. Let's go into the Starlight Rare real quick. Because has the price already been affected by the QCS? Yes. The QCS are currently already has the price down almost $100 from the market price at 316.46 for near mint first edge. But then if it gets a second one in less than 2 months now, guys, if it gets a second one in about a month and 2 weeks out, this could end up being like 280 bucks, guys. Maybe even drop 250 when the base price is 1440 for a Starlight Rare out of this set. 1440. There are games to be made, to be straight up made. Let's go back to the Phantom Rage. And then you got like mid tier value, like Alpha the Master of Beast Starlight Rare, even cheaper than that of the Phantom Knights and Torn Scales. Tri Brigade Fairship, the Baron, another Starlight Rare part of a theme that hasn't been touched on the ban list. Beast Warrior, Wing Beast, and Beast that uses all of them. And we just got rid of the guy that locked down the graveyard. What was his name? Um, Catcher or Rise Hard, he just got axed on that ban list. So graveyard themes like Phantom Knights and Tribord can come back into the limelight at full force. Are you kidding me right now? And look at the prices on these cards, guys. Alpha the Master of Beast Secret Rare, 101 listings as low as 195, multiplied 340. We then went down the rabbit hole. We ain't even got to the 2023 Mega 10 because there's just so much going on. So much amazing value, guys. Everywhere. Just scattered, just littered between through the most recent of sets. Like we don't even gotta go back that far. We just back in 2021. That feels like it was yesterday for me at least. Gravedigger's Trap Hole out of Eternity Code. 42 listings as low as 350, market price 517. It did get the common and the World Trap Trick structure that, but the secret rare has never been this cheap. And it's still a really good card. Not only does it work with a particular thing, they just got a structure that's worth of support. It can be splashed with Labyrinth because it's a normal trap. It can be splashed with Administrator, which is a theme that uses trap cards as well. And it's fairly recent. And I happen to do a deeper dive on Master Duel myself. Because the price for that real life set is just dirt cheap. What was he talking about? Amazement. Amazement Administrator. Amazement Administrator Olakino. At a Lightning Overdrive, guys. TCG exclusive did not get a reprint. Near Mint first day starting at 242. Where our first place set at? Where is it at? Oh, our first place set is not on the first page, guys. And we look at 25 listings at a time. I don't do that 10 listings, go through 3 pages to look at 25 listings. No. We're looking at 25 listings at a time. And the first place set is right here from Game House Nerds. Lightly play first says 318 plus 119 in shipping, guaranteed shipping. So you're looking at like a $10 play set. They got 5 copies here. I'm liable to buy all 5 though. Just give me all 5 of them. Almost 2 play sets, $15 for the administrator. All they $16. Original print secret rares has no reprint. Once per turn, you can banish any number of attraction traps from your graveyard and target that many cards your opponent should destroy them. It targets and it destroys, but it's off once per turn. You can only use the following effects: hard once per turn, once per turn. If a trap card is activated, except during the damage step, which is unique because there are a lot of trap cards that can be activated during the damage step, and that's one of the most prime places to activate that trap card is during the damage step because there's a lot of other cards that cannot be activated during the damage step. But 1/1 is activated during the damage step. It doesn't work for him. You can special summon this card from your hand. So if you activate one during the battle phase, at the beginning of the battle phase, during the battle step, then not during the damage step, but during the battle step, you can special summon this card during the battle phase, which allows him to be able to attack with 2,600 attack points. If your opponent normal special summons a monster, you can target one of those face-up monsters they control, equip one attraction trap from your deck to that target. So it's a hard once per turn for that one, but you can pretty much immediately snuff out something that you're trying to do depending on what type of attraction traps that you activated. I have not read the attraction traps, but this was used against me in Master Duel, and they weren't able to pop off. I ended up beating them, but they had the potential to. And I'd already been looking at this beforehand, but I mean, come on, guys, look at that secret rare rarity. Look at that lure window. Hard artwork, psychic Type level 7, dark attribute. Punks are psychic type. Cashiers are psychic type. Magical muskets are psychic type. Cashiers also the B level 7. Happen to be level 7. Like, no reprint. Sign me up. This Secrets of Eternity. We're not about to go down the rabbit hole of Secrets of Eternity right now. Let's try to get back to the 2023 Mega Tens. Look at the Zeus printing. We was already looking at Zeus. We already had an eye out for Zeus. QCSR 43 listings as low as 150, market price 189.40. A cheap collector's rare. I mean, a cheap Starlight rare, so to speak. That's a card I need to get on my Master Duels. I need to go ahead and snag me a Zeus. Then I can use it across all my decks seamlessly without having to re-sleeve and de-sleeve it if I was using multiple decks in real life. That'd be a pain. But yeah, let's go up here to the main tab. The pot collection is edging here closer, guys. It should be dropping next weekend. I'm really interested in the pot collection, guys. Like, I'm probably not even going to crack it, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna probably just buy it and leave it in the box. Like, the only way I'd crack it is if I bought like probably three or four of them. Then I'd probably crack one. But that's just such a unique collectible. It's unique. And we really don't, you normally don't get too many unique collectibles in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sold on TCG players. Like, you normally have to go to eBay to try to find them. And speaking of some unique collectibles, though, was see, we were about to go to get sidetracked again, guys. We was going for the Mega Tens. We was going for the Mega Tens. Hold on, let's go back. Let's take a quick gander. Okay. All right, then let's hop back into it. Okay, the Mega Tens. Lubellion, Fenrir, Jewel Sperm, buying for the top spot around 11 to 15 bucks. Garura that ended up with over 100 listings on the market finally, as low as $6, market price 719. Jeroma, 50 listings as low as 383, market price 503. Serenir, the $5 card, strong. Runic tip, guys, grab your runic tips, please. Grab them. Your Rite of Armistiers, grab them. Your Illusion of Chaos, grab them. Let's see if we can go back and look at some of these original prints. Blue Eyes Jet, let's go. We're gonna do it individually. We ain't gonna like bring up a whole bunch of tabs and then try to look at them. We're gonna go right off the top, and then we got Blue Eyes Jet Dragon original print coming out of Battle of Chaos, 62 listings for 1095, marked by 1674. So it's dropping. It's dropping. It's going to be tough though to get it like underneath 7. Like a lot of the secret rares that get their prismatic secret rare reprint, a lot of them they drop around that $7 price point and they try to hold. Well, at least a lot of them from the 2022 teams. If we got enough time, we might go back and take a look at that, or we might just have to save that for a part 2 later on today if we can get that space gate charged up with that energy. We need it. But yeah, it's looking at like a $30 price set now, the cheapest that Blue Eye Jet Dragon has ever been. Like, well, yeah, it's been this cheap before, but since it was that cheap that one time, it's never been that cheap again. Now it's back down there again. But you have a competing card that's even cheaper than that with a prismatic secret rare, when you were getting a playset for about $10, so $10 to $12, which is about the price of what a original print secret rare is. So it just makes it really difficult to cop that much money on the original print right now when it still has room to fall even further beyond. Illusion of Chaos, reverse engineer this. 84 listings as low as 11.99, market price 19.29. This is a card that I do want to get because this is one of the cards that I'm gonna have to add to that Dark Magician deck. I'm definitely looking at the prismatic secret rares though, because I'm looking at this as like a 2, maybe even a 3 of. So being able to get a play set for about 9, 10 bucks. Prismatic secret rare. No, it's not the original print secret, but it's still secret rare, and it's for 10 bucks. So sign me up for sure in that respect. The original print is taking some hits down, 11.99, market price 19.29, but like I said, it's still not a little too rich for my taste for what it is. With a competing rarity on the market right now. Blazing Cartesia is cheap as she's ever been. Therion King Regulus down here is cheap as you've ever been. I played Therion recently. That one was able to get me. Um, it was okay. I feel like it has some potential. They were using like pure Therion. Um, I'm not sure if they were playing around or if they could have ended the duel sooner, but you definitely want to try to end the duel as quickly as possible. You don't really want to play around with your duels. And never surrender, guys. Always play through the duels. Learn the deck that is being played against you. Read their cards. That's your time. Learn them. Learn their ins and outs. That's how you get better. Their Young King Regulus though, really, really cheap. Like I said, oh no, I was expecting a little bit more. They got some really like high level monsters or high attack point monsters. They did use a interesting card against me. They used the Spriggan's X Blower Ship to get a card off my board that could not be targeted or destroyed by card effects, which was nice. But I don't think they were able to KO me after that, which was just like unfortunate. Well, like three other monsters, because like X Blower Ship is not that powerful, and I don't even think he can attack after he does that. But that's a card I'm gonna probably look at in the next market watch because I don't think it has a reprint, and it's a generic rank 8 with a really unique ability that can help remove some cards. Blazing Guard TG though, a lure window that I'm absolutely smitten with was the reverse engineering. I've been waiting to be able to get this in secret rarity. 115 listings as well as 1024 mark price 13.1. So again, this is one of those cards. It's trying to hold that $10 price point, but the prismatic secret just keeps falling. Like the demand is not there for it. 110 listings as low as $1.99 market price 279. Like I'm not playing branded. I'm not playing anything with the extra that is doing the in phase. Okay, so she's completely generic. She just, if you control Fall in the Albaz or if it's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand, right? So she can special summon herself in Fallen of Albaz, the easiest. But during the main phase, quick effect, you can fusion summon one level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck. That is for any deck. That is for any deck. And it's using monsters from your hand or field as material, and you don't have to use her. So that's for any deck. She's pretty much a polymerization, quick effect on legs. And she's a level 4 tuner. So like she can be used as a one up in a lot of different decks. Like I'm thinking Dark Magician. One of the flaws with her in Dark Magician, she's a spellcaster, which is great. And she's level 4 tuner, which is great because Dark Magician has no access to tuners. And giving Dark Magician access to synchro summoning would be unique. Having her as a one of. It's just that she's light attribute. And every like Dark Magician card is dark attribute. So I wonder what guiding Quim is and like what her effects are. If it's generic, like if it could be used in Dark Magician, because that's really interesting. But like I said, I'm absolutely smitten with this artwork. This may actually be able to work in Blue Eyes because they use light attribute monsters, level 4. I mean, not level 4s, but tuners and spellcasters. They use light attribute tuner spellcaster monsters, and Blue Eyes is known to fusion summon. So this has a lot of generic application as well. We got Gamer's Force here. Near man first edge, $3. Yeah, you're getting a playset for 10 guys. A playset for 10 with extremely generic application for decks that can use spellcasters, tuners, and fusion summon, synchro monsters, and fusion summon. That has me thinking about using it in Pendulum as well, because there's another card that I feel like is extremely undervalued right now. It wasn't before. People were just saying that this was a one card access code or just like a ladder into access code. No, guys. This is way more than that. When you start to realize how many when you start to realize how many spellcasters are in the game, guys, you start to realize the value of this link monster. If this card is linked summon, place spell counters on this card equal to the number of spells on the field. We're talking about Selene, Queen of the Master Magician. We're looking at the Battles of Legend, Crystal Reef, and Secret Rare. I have ultra rares, guys, but I'm about to turn around and start snagging secret rares off the market. Not only is secret rare one of my top rarities, but this card is just so good. While an Endymion card is on the field, your opponent's monster cannot target this card for attacks. Once returned during the main phase, you can remove 3 spell counters from your field. Especially summon 1 spellcaster monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position to use on this card point thing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about using this in um, using Blazing Cartesia and Pendulum because you use this card in Pendulum, especially like Pendulum Magician and Endymion and Pendulum Magician. And being able to use Guiding Glim for discard fodder for anything, putting it in the graveyard, just adding it to your hand. It can be special summon with Selene, and then it's an extra extender into a Synchro monster or an Exceeds monster or another Link monster. Like it has that type of capability, or even a Fusion monster because it's a walking a fusion summon, and this does not the monster that is special summon from your hand or graveyard in defense position does not have its effect negated, guys. This thing is powerful, guys. Extremely undervalued. I could easily see in both copies going right back up to $10 unless we get a structure deck for spellcasters. But amazing value on the Blazing Cartesia. Like guys, the combinations are endless. Like when you start playing Master Duel, you start to take all of this in, you start to see the different combinations, and you start to come to the secondary market and look at some of the value in these cards. There are a lot of different theme decks that are out right now that I have extreme prominence. Labyrinth, um, a Dark World. There's another one that uses fiends. You got Evil Eye. It's not particularly out right now, but it's one of the more recent um, printed fiend type decks. There's another one though that I feel like we just got. But hold on, yo, because let's go into you. Now let's go to the second page because there's so many cards in this set. Just doing the first page of this does not do it justice. Psychic and Punisher. This is another interesting card. It's a generic level 11 monster, which you end up with some really wonky level monsters on board, like level 7, level 4, in Pen Magician, or just a pendulum in general when using a harmonize when using tuners in general. Okay, so it definitely punishes if your life points are lower than your opponent's. It's psychic again, amazement, punk, what we were just talking about. But interestingly enough, in pendulum, you can lower your life points with beyond the pendulum because the activator effect to add a pendulum monster from your deck to your hand and costs 1,200 life points. So that puts you beneath your opponent. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points and target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls vanish them. At the start of the battle phase, you can make this card gain attack equal to the difference in your life points and your opponent's, and it already has 3,500 attack points. Unbelievable. So if the difference is 1,500 life points, guys, this thing at the start of the battle phase is at 5K, and it's unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. Reverse engineer this original print now, guys. Original print. This was solidly a $10+ card. Original print Psychic and Punisher now. Near mint first that's 387. Near mint first that's 389 plus 99. So it's essentially a $4 or $5 card. It's $5 card. After taxes, it's gonna run you $5. It's $5, but you can get two for 10 now. Easy. If somebody had multiple listings, you could get them for less if they were like free shipping over five. But it's two for 10. And then you go to, let's go back to all the versions of Prismatic Secret Rare. This is another card. Got it. It doesn't. I mean, Game of Choice got 233, $1.47. But I mean, you're getting three for the price of one. Steal. And this is like a card that you can have in multiple decks. So having multiple copies will come in handy. So you can rent from the B sleeve and a re sleeve in certain cards. Really good card right here. Are we gonna have to go back? Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the 10. Reverse engineer this. Go back to the second page. We didn't open up another tab. We wanted to dive in immediately, and then of course you got water entrenched with a temple over here. Mm. That's all I say. Visa Starfrost over here for you guys who want to play Starfrost. Beyond the Pendulum for you guys who want to play Beyond the Pendulum. And then look at these Dark Magician cards. These are cards that are used in the deck, guys. Giving the Prismatic Secret Rare upgrade with the Illusion of Chaos, and then you got Magician of Chaos with Secret Rare Rarity. You got the various different. Ooh, this was actually what I wanted to look at too. I wanted to look at the different copies of Dark Magician because Dark Magician Girl is a one of in the deck. I don't want to run Ghost Magician, Ghost Dark Magician Girl. I want to run a Secret Rare version of the card. Look at the Ultra Ferals rares, Ghost rares below 200. Original print Magician's Force market price 246, 83 listings as low as 57.47. Okay. A Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World Secret Rare. Dark Magician and Dragon Knight 83 listings as low as $20. Market price 37.60. Guys, when I looked at this card, I think it was like 2021. This was like $100 card for Secret Rare Dark Magician Goes to Dragon Knight. Dark Magician Girl 2005 collection 10. No, I want Secret Rare with Dark Magical Circle behind her. The Speed Duel one, no, I don't want that one. This 2022 10 of the Pharaoh's Gods one, though, guys. Full body showing, Dark Magical Circle behind her, Secret Rare Rarity, Prismatic Secret Rare matching, the Magic Rebo, Illusion and Chaos, Tamash the United Dragon, and it would the Prismatic Secret Rare would match the QCSR printing of the new Dark Magician that came out. The only thing that would be off would be the Magician Soul's diagonal Secret Rare printing and the Soul Servant. But then you think about you can do the Dark Magician Starlight. Guys, the rarity that you can pick Dark Magician in right now, guys, that is one of the prettiest decks, I must say. For some reason, they got me out here whispering, but one of the prettiest decks. But Dark Magician Girl Secret Rares, they ain't cheap. They is not cheap. We got TCG player moving slow, but I think we done found the one. It's the 2022 10. The original art secret is nice, but I want the whole body in there. I just always thought her artwork was weird how it had a close up of her, but it wasn't like a close like you saw the Dark Magician's whole body. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at. But for some reason, yeah, TCG player is giving us a hard time. Ah, but don't forget Selene. Another card you pendulum using Dark Magic. Like, come on. You can bring back water and chances that come on, Celine. And then at the end of all that, it's ladder in the cards like access code. Come on. Like I was saying, of course, guys, we can't be out here all day. Hopefully, we get that space gate charged up. Like Kakarot would say, send me your energy so we can get that space gate charged up for part two. Hopefully, I provided some value with this last remark for watching with that. We're going to be getting up out of here. Nimbus, are we in there? Are we in there? Yeah, we in there.